Freud spent 2 decades as a working neurologist before psychoanalysis existed. And nobody brings this up. The cultural shorthand for the Freud is the couch, cigar, and the reflex to blame everything on childhood or repressed desire. What that shorthand erases is that the young Freud trained and worked in hard neuroscience for roughly 20 years before he became the Freud, the psychoanalyst. He wasn't theorizing in vacuum. He was doing lab science, and even in 1890s, he was explicitly trying to build a psychology grounded in science, not speculation. He said outright that he expected neuroscience to eventually catch up and validate or correct his theories. That prediction is now being tested directly, and there is a real academic field called the Neuropsychoanalysis, spearheaded by South African neuropsychologist Mark Soames at University of Cape Town, dedicated to rereading the Freud's original claims through the lens of the modern brain imaging. And this is not a fringe project. It has its own journal running since 1999 and its own annual conference. To be clear, most of the Freud's specific claims still don't survive contact with the modern data. But the parts that do are enough to complicate the lazy version of the story, the one where Freud was just making things up and got lucky with the culture. Being out of fashion and being wrong were never actually the same thing, and that's the whole point worth sitting with here.